Greetings fellow guitar travellers, it's Rowan J Parker here. Now I've been asked a number of questions on YouTube about alternate picking. How do I develop my technique, my speed, my synchronisation, all that sort of thing. So I'm just going to share with you my little practice regime for getting my alternate picking chops in shape and hopefully keeping them in shape. So before we get into that short little lesson, I'd like to encourage you to visit my website. That's www.rowanjparker.com, which is a great site with a ton of free resources. There's also a store where you can buy stuff, and you can hit me up for Skype lessons via the website as well. If you also subscribe to my website, just stick your email address in the subscribe box, hit subscribe, and you get access to a whole exclusive area of the website just for subscribers. So please check it out. Anyway, on with this short little alternate picking lesson. Definitely this time, let's rock! Okay, we're going to take a simple little alternate picking lick or line, and we're going to push it up incrementally until it all falls to bits so we can figure out where our maximum is. Hopefully the maximum I will get to today will be 150 beats a minute in semi-quaver triplets with alternate picking. Bit of a challenge, we'll have to see if we can manage that. But anyway, here is the lick. It's a super simple little sequence. Let's have a listen. Okay, so that's our line, and it's going to be a C Dorian line because we're going to be accompanying with a C minor 7 chord. So I'll just go ahead and give you the verbal tab. We're all the way up at low E13. Now we're going to play 13, 15, 17, and then on the A, 13, 15, 17. A again, 13, 15, 17. D, 13, 15, 17. D again, 13, 15, 17. G, 14, 15, 17. G again, 14, 15, 17. B, 15, 16, 18, and then again on the B, 15, 16, 18, then high E, 15, 17, 18. So it's a pattern of 6, which is an incredibly simple, and dare I say easy, alternate picking pattern to play. So it sounds kind of uninspiring and a bit rubbish at that tempo, but when we start to speed it up, you'll see it likes to sound pretty good. Okay, so we're just going to move into demoing the lick at our first tempo, which is 90 beats a minute, 90 BPM, semi-quaver triplets with, of course, all alternate picking. And what we're listening for is exact synchronization between the two hands, and we're going to be very hard on ourselves here. If we hear the synchronization is slipping at any point, we'll back the tempo down until we get the two hands exactly in sync and then push on again. Hope that's clear enough. Alright, so let's get on to 90 BPM semi-quaver triplet. Let's have a listen. Here we go with the opening tempo, 90 BPM semi-quaver triplet. Let's have a listen. One, two, three, four. Okay, that seemed very easy to me, that seemed quite pedestrian, and obviously synchronization pretty much spot on there. Let's push it on another 10 beats a minute and have a listen to that. Okay, let's push on 100 BPM, let's have a listen. One, two, three, feels very comfortable to me. Synchronization is good, so we can quite happily push on to 110. Okie dokie, 110, let's have a listen. One, two, three, To be honest, no real problem there either. It feels quite tight today, so looking good. Let's push on to our first real benchmark, which is going to be 120. That's going to be fairly challenging. Let's have a listen to that. And now here's our first real benchmark for alternate picking. It's 120 BPM semi-quaver triplets, which is usually regarded to be pretty good if you can manage it. So let's have a listen, let's see if we can. One, two, three, four. seem all too easy today, so I guess I must be playing quite well. That's good news. Let's see how we fare when we start pushing it now, start getting more challenging. 130, let's have a listen to that. So thus far it's been pretty manageable. I haven't really broken that much of a sweat, but now we're going to try and push the envelope and see how we manage 130. So let's have a listen to that. Yeah, I can feel I have to push a little bit harder and the attack's getting quite strong now, but I'm still managing it relatively well. And the synchronization to me feels like I'm still together. It doesn't feel like it's disintegrating yet, so all is well still. So let's push on to ambitious 140 now. Let's have a listen to that. Okay, here we go, 140 is going to get properly challenging now, so let's just have a listen and see how we go. That was getting pretty tough. Really had to concentrate to keep that synchronized, and I felt I was getting towards the limit now. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go up in 5 BPM increments now and see if I can reach my 150. So 145 next, I think. Let's try that. Okay, getting very tough now, no doubt about it. So 145, let's attempt and see what we have. Getting really hard. I feel at this tempo that although I'm getting the majority of it, there's some bits maybe at the very beginning, at the very end, where it's not quite as clean as it might be. So I think I would have to work at that tempo a little bit more before I got the full articulation of everything. So for me today, that's probably about my limit, but nevertheless I'm going to push on to 150 and we'll just attempt 150 and see if we can in fact get it. Alright, so wish me luck for the big 150. Here we go. And now here we go for the mother of all battles lick, 150, let's attempt. I'm killing myself there. That's very tricky, and for me that is really my physical limit. I could feel that either the synchronization wasn't too great or I was starting to slip a bit behind the pulse. Some of it was there and some of it really wasn't there today. So that's about it. That's how I would develop it. So you get to the tempo that you can no longer synchronize accurately at, and then pull back a little bit and then try and push forward again. I mean, this is all done incrementally over quite a lengthy period of time, but really listen to the way that you sound when you play. Don't just stick your distortion on and hit a bunch of notes. Really pay attention to exactly how you sound every note and make sure the two hands are exactly together, because if you want that absolutely machine gun, razor accurate alternate picking sort of sound, that's what you need. Okay, that will conclude this little lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have developed your picking chops a little bit by looking at it. Come back to it again if you need to. I will check you out again for another little technique video. Do occasional technique videos from now on, I think. But I'll see you next time, and don't forget to check out my website. This is Rowan J. Parker signing off. Farewell.